Yeah, so I was totally inspired by all the crazy, the giveaways you started doing, and frankly, just so you guys know, like Jimmy and Super Sam, are running the socials. Sam's been, grinding out the cadence that we're at now, showing people all the builds we're doing, and highlighting and re-highlighting all the articles that Jimmy has been putting up. Anyway, we tried doing a couple, giveaways on posts, and they just blew up because apparently, everybody wants some charts, which makes sense. And so I tried one yesterday. It's like, cause I bought a bunch of Upliftium a couple days ago. I figured like, fuck it, like I've got a bit of it. I just want to give all this Upliftium away. And so I basically just did a post where, like retweet it, fire off something you're grateful for in the comments, and today I'm going to give away 1,000,000 Upliftium. It's like freaking 100 retweets later or whatever. That wasn't even all of it though. Like reading through everybody's gratitudes, like it's just woo. I like it. Anyway, good morning, Super Sam. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to TC and Rebel Joker. Yeah, how's everybody doing?
I mean, good. We're kind of, I guess, 2 weeks and a little bit past the liftoff event, and so there's lots of really cool builds that have been happening, and lots of really interesting things that have been happening in the world. I still keep getting approached by people who, are interested in the gratitude rail or want to, highlight some of their posts and things like that. So I want to encourage you guys to go and check out that article. I'll drop it in the comments about how to have your post highlighted, because this, I think, is one of the most important things that we as a community can do, right? And I mean, right now, it lies on a lot of our team to do it. But when we port over to the DAO and the structure of that, the community benefits. The more that we can push out there for the world to see, the better it can be. And like we said this last week, but we'll say it again, right? Like we're on Wax, and that's where all the awesome builds are right now. But when we port over to other chains, you're going to be able to jump through, various blockchain metaverse worlds that highlight different projects on different chains. And it's going to be a place where everyone can come together and interact together. And it's going to be pretty spectacular, I think.
Yeah. So I think after the sale, it was extremely exciting. I immediately looked at the map and saw so many people hopped in to check out their plots immediately. These are not people that are like, oh, I just want to buy a plot, maybe sell it for a little more. Like they want to like build and add so much value to the world and like make events. And the development around Gratitude Spawn has been wild. Like wild, full, massive portal hub there, ready to go for anybody who wants to contact Jerry, who owns the portal hub in our Discord.
Actually, I need to contact Jerry because I have yet to put in a single portal. That's super dumb.
Yeah, me too.
Lame about it. But
I've got that. My hub.
What's that?
It says your name on it.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, because I 100% need to do that. I need to connect it into. So you have a hub in Gratitude as well?
No, I have the hub in London 2000, okay. 2000.
I gotta build something in London. I haven't done that yet. I was thinking about just doing I want to do one of these because people have been talking about doing it. Like I've got so many NFTs from different projects that are just kind of languishing. They're not really doing anything, right? Mm-hmm. So like I kind of want to go through my wallets and my collection or whatever, and make like a 20 or 30 NFT collection and do one of those bundles. Just like, okay, here's the value of the NFTs, here's the value of the land, I don't know, like 2x it or something, and just see how long it takes to sell. But I think like having a value add where like it's already portaled into the Super Sam portal hub. I mean, come on now.
It's right next to Spawn. Like you can't get much better than that. You log into Spawn, turn around, there's a giant sign there, portal hub, beep beep. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. Was it London or Uplift where Smarticus built his crazy hub?
I don't know. I know there's a really cool hub in Uplift right next to Spawn by Kind Cheese. Okay. But I know that one is there's one called the Grand Exchange. Is that the one you're talking about? That's connected to Kind Cheese's hub.
Okay,
it's so cool. The hubs are getting connected to each other. I love it.
Right? Yeah, the one that Mike from Smart Digital Payments, the owl dude. right? He put in the most portals at once of anyone ever.
Mm.
I think it was like 200 plus million upliftium. Like it was ridiculous. And the map that he created like on paper, him and Gary kind of mapped out how they wanted it all to work. I want to send that out on somebody's collection as an NFT, just because it's like, I think historically sort of really cool. Mitzi, hello.
So I like definitely, again, go check those articles out, because there's a lot of cool builds featured. We did one last week on the gratitude spawn makeover that happened after the sale, and there's also a really good one detailing what's happening in London. There's a really cool hub area. There's a really cool spawn area in London as well, which is pretty nifty that you should definitely check out.
Indeed.
So, yeah, we've got. Well, I guess Sam, you can talk about it a little bit, but there's like 7 days of excitement headed our way, I guess.
Ooh. We're already in the trenches of the excitement. I think we have 6 days until the snapshot, not including today. If you count the next days, the first snapshot, which is going to be so exciting. So yeah, anyone who is holding land or has been burning upliftium all this time will be able to claim DAO tokens, which I don't think we have a date yet for the next step, right? The first step is just like being able to claim that you will be able to claim later.
Yeah, well, so there was a couple of things that happened. Like there were some people that were a little bit worried about the fact that, like, what if I don't have my wallet set up? What if I have to pay these crazy ETH kind of transactions to be able to get my DAO tokens? Like, what if? So basically, there's a mechanism that we're going to use that will basically show your intent, right? So like, I want to claim my DAO tokens at some point, and you will plug that in, right? And so, the snapshot will happen, and, all the people who are paying attention, they can go over there. Now, there's some details that we've been talking about on the back end about how this will work. There's 2 or 3 different ideas, and we're looking to optimize the one that's best for the community. So we'll get to those and probably put some article up or, some one-pager out that just explains really easily how people can do this. Because again, the DAO tokens will be on Ethereum, but like the worlds and NFTs for the worlds that already exist, they'll stay on Wax. We might add new worlds to other blockchains, but the reason that we're using the DAO tokens on Ethereum is because it's kind of tried, tested, and true, right? There's lots of DACs, there's lots of DAOs on EOS and other blockchains, but this is one of the most used kind of platforms, I guess. I don't really know how to say it, that is working for other projects, right? And so we have a few people on the team that have some experience with it, and so that's kind of why we chose that. And on top of that, I just also want to point out that on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, I think probably at around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing a special, I guess, 2 or 3-part series, probably 3-part series, or maybe more. We're actually going to walk through the white paper, everything that's in it. Members of the team are going to come and show up, and so we'll go through it kind of step by step. We've done a couple, touched base on a couple things in our AMAs, but we want to go through the whole thing. So at that time, we'll actually also be able to, give a little bit more detail on some of this process and what to be looking forward in certain aspects of what's to come for the future of, a lot of things in the project, really.
Yeah.
Super cool. And also sorry.
No. I'm excited to hear about, again, you're putting together this kind of contest. We're going to be giving away, I think the one pager already went out in the Discord, if I'm correct. And so we're going to be giving away some shards. We're going to be giving away some minor packs, some really interesting things. So where can people, we're not going to spill all the beans here today, obviously. It's 7 days of fun, right? You can't talk about day 7 when, right? You can't.
Right.
You can't have your day of rest until the world's been created and all the animals are fighting one another. I think that was in Genesis, wasn't it?
What?
I would recommend that everyone just keeps an eye out on our Discord, and our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you may see some fun things popping up there and some fun ways to enter giveaways. But I will also say that for people who watch through this whole stream, at the end, we'll have some fun giveaways to give. I'll have some fun stuff. Corey has some fun stuff. So it'll be cool.
Yeah, I already threw some shards in the comments just because I like doing it. It's super fun.
You get a shot. You get a shot.
I mean, as the people in the comments are pointing out, I'm really just here to look fresh.
And I mean, you do it so well. Like you don't have to do anything else. That is how much freshness you bring.
DAO question: sending 1 million uplifting NFTs to We Save Uplift gets on airdrop list.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. I actually just found out yesterday you can actually just burn them, and we're going to track that as well.
Yeah.
Which I had to confirm because I thought, like, man, I didn't know we had that level of science-itude, but apparently we do. But either way will work. So you just get those NFTs and you fire them over to the We Save Uplift wax count, and it'll get you on there, whether it's one of those NFTs or 100.
You can also put in orders for picture installs or portrait installs.
That's what I did. I put in frankly an absurdly large order for those, which again, like it puts a really huge burden on our team as far as getting those services out. But it's still something that you can do, right? Because then that's more pictures that are in the system. That's more portals that are in the system, and it just kind of works out. But if people want to do the simple way, then they can just burn it. And right now, like honestly, the amount of DAO tokens that people are getting for burning Upliftium is kind of outsized, right? And we're expecting a lot more to be burned, so that's going to equal out a little bit more as we get closer to the snapshot. But it's a lot right now. Like, it's People
go check the Discord again. Sam put together a little one pager that's in there with the exact numbers. But like as Corey said, as more people burn, that level will go down. But like the way it's been structured, I think is really good, right? Because
I think it's
then what happened?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about how to phrase this right, because up until now we've had this system where Upliftium is an in-game token. Of course, you can move it off and do some pairings and things like that on BluDAC potentially. Through the tokenized NFT thing that the Kate team came up with. That's all been great, fine and dandy and cool. There's been people that have been giving them away. Like I've given a few away. Corey has as well. But for the most part, people are just using them for picture installs, which is great, but there's people out there that might not have land, right? The odds and end sale is gone. It's over. It's done, right? Like the liftoff event is done, right? Like the first DAO drop is coming before we, officially put anything in our reserve on sale. Of course, you can go over the secondary and you can pick up, land too, right? And, it'd be great if you did that because you drive the price through the roof, unless you do it incognito like a couple people in the side streams that I know about right now, which are killing it. And that's good too, right? But think about it this way, right? Like we're offering people the opportunity to like maybe get a small, number of DAO tokens. So they can become part of the ecosystem without not necessarily having to be in the world and building it. And I think that this is a great opportunity because there might be people out there that are looking forward to when we go to Ethereum, are looking forward to when we're going to another blockchain, but we're not there yet. And they don't want to be bothered setting up a new wallet with stuff. I don't know why, because Wax is super easy. If I was going Ethereum, I might think the other way, but biased. But like there might be people out there that just aren't interested. But this allows everyone in the ecosystem to be able to burn these tokens, right? If they want, even if they don't have land or rail, and still become part of the DAO. Right. And I think that's actually really important because there's people on our team that don't essentially play in the uplift because they don't have time. Right. There might be other people who, are working and they don't have plots of their own. Right. They're just whitelisted to other people's plots and they're, using their skills to be able to build things for them. But they're not getting, DAO tokens because they don't own land, and they're not getting DAO tokens because they're not putting up picture installs, right? So this allows them to, pick up some Upliftium off the market and burn it and, get a share of the DAO tokens. And they're just as valuable a part of the, game ecosystem just because they don't own land. And sometimes more, like we know plenty of people who don't, construct on their own land. They hire out, and those people might not have the ability to bought land, right? So I sorry for the rant there, but that's just kind of my 2 cents on it, right? Like it gives value to so many more people and gives the ability to get that token in so many more hands, which I think is going to be really important, especially when we port over to other chains, right? Because, we love Wax, but the metaverse isn't about Wax. The metaverse is about, connecting all the chains, right?
I totally agree. I feel like it's really important to reward different types of burning because especially now in the early stages, we don't have all of the types of burning available that maybe we have planned. And I think there are a lot of types that people are excited about or people are maybe proposing, and maybe they don't want to install a portal or a picture, but maybe there are things that they would rather do later and they can't do that now, but they still want to share of DAO tokens now because they're still active earners and participants. So
when you get people like me and Corey, it's just like we haven't even put in portals yet, right? Like
that feels criminally wrong of me to have not done. But that's the thing, like finding time to be in World has been it's been hard. It's been hard, especially the last 3 months have just been. Well, this is where all my gray came from, basically. Last 3 months. Yep, I've turned into an old man. Who runs a metaverse, Metacraft? A metaverse. So like. I guess I can't be that old.
A metacrafting verse?
Yeah, Metacraft. Something? That's probably a thing that people will start saying. Anyways. So yeah, I just put in the comments, anyone who wants to throw their wax con in, I love giving away charts, so I'm just gonna keep doing it all show. But again, Sam's got stuff that she wants to do at the end of the show. You might want to stick around for that.
I mean, Corey's got stuff he wants to do too. So if anyone can drop the link to the first article that we did that tells you all of the ways to share. That doesn't work. We don't let people drop links. Damn it.
Well, I will if you send it to me. Like
no. I was gonna say if you can drop it, we'll give you away some shards, but we can't do that. So. Sorry, that kind of backfired there. I'll drop it, but never mind. I was just gonna make it fun for people to do that. But the reason we don't do that is because we get people sharing nefarious links. We don't like nefarianism around this parts.
Nefarianism, is that a word? I mean,
it is now. I mean, I was just gonna say.
Fair
so enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, and so again, we're gonna go through a lot of this stuff in the white paper. But if you have any more questions, please do, ask. Mitzi's here. Mitzi has been hard at work putting together events. Pretty much on the regular every week. You can go hang out over at her hotels and do some really cool quests, which is really fun. There's lots of things that are going on in the Uplift, which is good. If you guys have events, I mean, Silvereye, for example, last week, he got his hands on a store, I believe, over in London. I think it was London. And basically, he needed an image for his portal hub. He's not an artist, and he wanted something cool, something relevant. So he did a contest actually, and we put that up on where we had all the alpha.com. So like things like this that you guys are looking to do, like feel free again to reach out to me or to reach out to Sam, because I know Sam was really influential in helping Silvereye, structure how this would work. And like we're more than happy to help you, and because we want to put that out there in the ecosystem and feature all of the things that you guys are doing, right? Like as best as we possibly can. And we know that some of you guys are like opposite of like me and Corey, and you're just in the world building and you don't have time to do anything else, right? Like, so that's kind of like what we're here for. If you have cool images, send them Sam's way. Because like, again, we just want to feature these as much as we possibly can. So.
Yeah, we actually have a specific channel for that as well. I think it's called Share Your Work in the Discord. It's called Share Your Builds or something like that. But yeah, people have been going there, and the pinned message in there says that if you put a short description and the coordinates, then we can post it on Twitter. And honestly, we can post it anyway, but it's nice to be able to tell people where to go and they can visit your plot and all that. So cool. And if we don't have coordinates, we also do a fun thing where we're like, oh, go find the place. Let us know. Maybe first person to find it gets a prize. I don't know.
That's fun. All right.
Yeah, scavenger hunts are fun for sure.
Yeah. That brings me back to the sign hunt. Remember that punch sign?
Yes.
That was so fun.
So we should do some gratitudes at some point, Corey, too.
I tried to actually get in. Genesis is down.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that had been rectified or not. We could, I wonder if we could do it. You know where we could go? I don't know. If you can get into gratitude, we could do it over on your gratitude tree farm. Been there.
It wouldn't actually let me in game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's because you're in Genesis.
Yeah.
Hey,
but I'll keep trying. I'm just gonna give away some shards for a bit here.
I found out something interesting about Anders today.
Go
I'm in
on.
like a kind of private channel with him. I found out today that every single time he's been on this show, he hasn't been wearing pants.
I sort of assumed that. That makes me feel better because I'm not wearing pants right now, and that's actually not true. But there's been times. What most people don't know is I usually hang out in some plaid pajama pants. And that's,
I'm glad you finished that. I'm glad you finished
real.
that sentence because I'm usually hanging out than just
hang out of. That'd be weirder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I took that too far. Anyway, so pajamas. It's the new suit.
That's true.
Yeah. Should be anyway.
All right. So yeah, we've again tomorrow. I'm kind of excited. We've got a new guest. We've got I think it's Machine Bird Sparrow, but it could be Mockingbird Sparrow. I don't know. There's a weird way to spell that. But he's basically the EOS weekly guy over at Crypto Writer and some interesting things there. So if you guys have anything to ask about EOS in terms of newsworthy events, maybe come tune in tomorrow and check that out. And again, we'll be having the weekly, the 3 last days of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be diving into the white paper. And Austin Linney will be back again this week. I think it's on Wednesday at 1.
Yeah. And Wednesday, just for I'm actually bringing Austin in to come and coach our team the way he's been business coaching me for the last 3 months. And I'm fucking real stoked about that. He's so stoked about it that he's bringing in 4 people that do what he does to come and support us. And we're going to be doing that all year. So I think that's going to be, it's been unreal for me, helping to sort of navigate and clarify and create strategy around what's, in career business wise, the most stressful 90 days of my entire life, by far. It's not even close. Holy fucking shit. And we're getting right to the end of it. Yeah, TC said, you need more Austin, and really going to be doing a show weekly on here. He's gonna be bringing in kind of high muckety mucks from real estate and Airbnb and his sort of coaching industry to this channel, and I'm super excited about that. I think anybody that is running or working on any kind of project, anybody who's running their own collection. Oh, that's hilarious. Anders is actually here. Did you know that, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I think it's just going to be, I think, super high value to kind of bring that level of business and investing mindset into what we're doing here. I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah, so I think this week the guest is, I'm drawing a blank on her name now, but she, she's like a marketing kind of guru that he's going to talk to about NFTs and marketing and other various things. So might be pretty interesting one to tune into.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to tune into that as well. Sam, you should too. It's interesting to do marketing for a crypto project, but I always like tapping into marketing from real world people as well, because they do it in a little bit of a different way than we do, right? We in crypto market for an hour from now.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
that's kind of I'm
True.
trying to change that a little bit.
Right.
We have this campaign going on that's like a 7-day structured thing, which is
Yeah.
cool, and hopefully we can have more planned campaigns like that too.
No, like people get bored really fast too, right? And so it's interesting to me too, because I think like we did get a fair, bit of hype early on, and now the hype is different, right? Like people are understanding. Like there was a lot of people that were super excited. I'm putting together an article right now on EOS USA's community plots, and they've actually had two. The first one was in Genesis. There's a shout out to Anders in there as well, because Genesis and Gratitude hadn't been decided yet. And Michael came in with like 0 Minecraft experience and built this massive, giant wooden roller coaster, right? And everyone was going there and hanging out, and like it was a big thing, right? Of course, he did it all in creative because everyone was using creative except for Anders, who was right. And so it was fun. Like they had this kind of like friendly rivalry going on about which world would be better. And in the end, actually, Michael ended up porting over, to Gratitude for his EOS USA headquarters, which is funny because like they kind of, won each other over on the same thing. Like, but you too, Anders, like I don't think you ever did anything in Minecraft before the Uplift. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was your,
I think you did a bit, but I mean, like, go visit his pyramid. It's like,
right.
Yikes. It's a lot going on.
Like he did it with like the Spartan rule. He used to just kick people off the edge into like the zombie land when they didn't like put the blocks in right, because he changed every single block into the same thing because he's got that complex that some of us have, myself included, where everything needs to be perfect. It's like okay, that's fair enough.
Free to play with 0 mobs. 0 mobs.
Yeah, about 200 years ago. I think that's accurate, and it was a very long time ago.
What did people do? Just building and mining.
Yeah.
Building and mining. Wow.
And not running around terrified for their life.
And yeah, there wasn't, the nether wasn't there, right? The end wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, none of that stuff. That's all. It's just adding nightmares to on top of nightmares. So hey, like, how did I saw the impromptu mob raid. How did that go? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It was so fun. It was just really fun. There were like, I'd say like 10 to 15 of us there who kind of all spawned in, and we were just kind of like running around in the dark. And occasionally someone would say, oh, like I have a really cool building and I can take all of the lights out inside. And then it will like spawn more enemies and we can like go there and raid it, So it was like really cool. We got to get some tours of some people's plots. It was fun. It's a lot of fun. Impromptu. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I think there were maybe 2 different people who said something like, oh, we should have events where we go and kill enemies, And I'm like, we could do that right now.
Yeah, right. It's like reducing the distance. I think this is something that like basically everyone on our team, has always been good at, and I think we just like get better at it all the time. Reducing the amount of distance, the amount of time between good idea and action, right? Down to milliseconds if possible, right? Like, oh, that's a good idea. And then like so many people will just like kind of put that in the drawer of good ideas. Like, no. Let's do it today, right now. Let's just rock and roll. I freaking love that. And I mean, that's true about a lot of people in this space too. And I think that's why it kicks so much ass.
It's always like idea. Is there enough tech lift? Is it too much? Oh no, we could do it right now. Oh, let's do it. Like a lot of things, there are a lot of good ideas that require 0 lift, like that mob raid.
Yep.
Just hopped in, made a post.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
That's awesome. Super fun.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting to me to see like events and the people who are planning them. So again, like if you have events, reach out, because like we'll put posts together and we'll shout them out, because we want people being active. There's been a few good ones recently. There was the Chia fishing derby that happened over at the Chia Hotel. Everybody was there. They've got their own little crew of like people who just go around and hang out and uplift together. I mean, I think like a lot of them are similar people that do like Mitzi's Quest and things like that. And so they've created this almost, you know, kind of click where somebody will create something and they'll all just kind of show up and donate things, right? Like the horse and pig racing track was created and people started showing up with animals and, you know, horses and pigs and like, you know, weird creatures from the nether. Like there hasn't even been an event yet, right? Like, but of course they're gonna race them. So
yeah, really cool. My favorite thing is community run, community led events. It's so fun. And I don't know, I guess there's like maybe a feeling maybe that like people might say, oh, if I'm the one making this event, or if it's not Uplift, then maybe people won't come, which I don't think is true at all. And we will.
Yeah, have you met Mitzi?
As your event.
Right. Yeah, Chiapet would probably say a very similar thing about you. I know he holds you in very high regard, as do we. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of events. Some of the events that we've, you know, hosted are really cool, and like gallery.
I mean, if you like that sort of thing.
Great minds. I was kind of stalling because I was looking for it.
That's funny. That was so cool.
Yeah, I mean they all are, right? I mean that's like we've got so many of those, and again, this is another genre that we can't keep up with, right? Like there's new ones that are going in faster than we can, get to them. And if anyone sees any like that, get them, into our attention. And really, Jimmy, you were saying that as far as like having people be able to effectively write up articles or like almost write up articles, right? Like there should be a submission form, where people can submit bills like that and whatever information they want to have about it. And we can basically whip it up into an article pretty quickly, right?
Not should be. There is already.
Okay,
there's submission forms for like 10 different types of articles. We've got
Crazy.
shameless. We've got shameless shill, which you can just come in and write 2 or 3 sentences, or maybe 5 or 6 sentences about your build, your inspiration, why you put it together the way that you did, all of that type of good stuff. We've got the Uplift tour bus, where if you just zipping around and you seem to come across a build that is just too awesome and you want to take some photos of it. We've got the event posts if anyone's putting on events that you come in and give your, where, time, date, prizes, things like that. There's like, other types of random things like Metaversal Venture that just tells stories about you in the metaverse. Class Art did a great one. He had, where in the world is Corey Cottrell? It was something different, but like basically he put together this whole story about Genesis and the Corey Cottrell build statue that kind of sits above his class art gallery, and aliens coming in and moving it, which is really cool. We've got, just tons of different things that people can plug into. And we want you to tap into those as much as you can, because again, the more you put that out, the more people will visit your plots, the more, goodness will happen, I think, across the board. So I'll drop it in the comments too. Sam and I have actually been putting it out on the socials as well, like some of the major ones, like #shameless plug with uplifting relevance, and the Uplift tour bus. We throw it on those posts, so you can just follow the links to the documents. It's super easy, right? Like really cool. So
right. Hey, one of the things I was thinking too, maybe we could talk to Dennis about this. I'm on the blog right now. Maybe we could have the submission thing really prominent on the right hand side.
Yeah, we should do that actually.
Right, it's not easy to find, and I think that again, we want to be here and be sort of have the blog be a one-stop shop, so that everybody, like the community itself, can use it, right? Like this is where you get articles posted up, and I think that just ends up being awesome for everyone, right? Like just watching a constant thrum of all the activity that goes on. I think it's gonna be really cool, especially once we get to the point where we have one-on-one NFTs. Oh boy.
Right, we might be able to do some cool things in the future with that as well. I mean, in terms of, I'd like to almost see like now this is like way down the line and might not even happen. So don't.
Good caveat. Strong caveat.
Don't get angry if it doesn't. But I've always liked the idea of having like a social site built into something like this, whereby people could go in and they could, click on a button and uplift other people's posts with Upliftium or something like that, right? Like
I may or may not be brainstorming with a certain Andre Bello who's in the comments right now. A proposal that we will be, putting up to the DAO for a vote on creating profile pages for pieces of land, with commenting, with trading offers, with buying offers, with additions of video, with like basically the beginnings of this that will all live and enter out the uplift.
Right.
So I think that's a little spot. It almost begs to be happening, right? I mean, that like each one of these plots, once they start going, they have their own story, they have their own spot. And I think if they had their own profile page, that as long as you own the NFT, you own that page, could get very, very interesting. I've chatted with Abello about creating that, and he's more than smart enough to do it.
Is it possible to add, like, if that's a link to a page, is it possible to add that into the NFT so that when you see it on Atomic Hub, it's like, go to the link, read the page?
Yes.
That would be OP.
That'd be tight. You know what's really fun?
PG-13. You can't share images of Corey without pants on. We already told you this, Anders.
I mean, I don't know who told you can't do that. Like, if it's a profile image of my dumb face, you could do that. Like, and I don't think there's any. I don't think anyone has leaked any nudes of me recently. Right. And no one would want to see that anyway, so we should be all right. That is pretty fun.
There's only one person on this team that's silly enough to put himself on the internet.
Z Mogus, is it possible to run Uplift server with shaders? Absolutely. I use Astralex almost exclusively now. A lot of people use some that are much cooler. That's a really amazing idea. TC, someone needs to make an Uplift ebook with all build articles. And I'll say, TC, that someone should be you. Sell that shit and keep all the money. You probably have to work something out with Jimmy, but still. One thing, and this is actually another idea from TC that I really love. Again, like the white paper is out. I think it not only is it really amazing right now, but we're adding things as we sort of become certain about them, or certain enough about them, I should say. So that's happening now. But he was saying that we should make an audiobook around it, even like a short run podcast or whatever. And so part of the reason why we're going to get together, as a family team, what have you, later on this week, and actually just walk through the whole thing. So people can consume it as video if they want to, but I'm going to be able to take that and map it to an audio source, so that anybody that wants to sort of passively take a listen to the white paper while they're doing the laundry or whatever, or driving, they'll be able to do that. So TC, thank you very much for that idea. It's fucking brilliant as usual.
So Thune. The shards that we're giving out are going to go to Thune. And like Thune is, Genesis' second coming. I got to stop myself because there's 10 things that I probably shouldn't say right there. And so we'll just pretend that I didn't, because I really didn't. This is in the bottom corner, which is fun. This is the Bad Days. Bad Days plot, if you know who the Bad Days are. There's a few kind of cool,
all right,
cool builds happening in here, but most of it is open. 1
sec here. Anders apparently was without permission, should not get their photo. You have I shouldn't do this, but you have a standing permission to use anything of mine for whatever you want.
I think, he's probably not interested anymore. He's got
I know you got much bigger fish to fry. I totally get that, but yeah, if you want to do that, go to town.
This is glitching out, but yeah. So I mean, this is actually an art region that we've kind of put together. I like TC and some of the old Uplift Loop gallery people have some plots that go around the outside of this. I think this little bridge here is Love is the Answer's little gallery that he's putting together. This like a digital acid has something in there, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of like really interesting small builds that have never really been explored over here, but for the most part, it's empty. Kristalla has her little pink unicorn castle over here. So the shards will be going out. They'll be focused on Thune, right? And there's NFT art museum is over here. There's a few things over here, but 100 shards, and you'll be able to get a plot and come and join this relatively empty server. There's never been a sale over here to this date. The Graffiti Kings have got a community plot over here as well. They've been putting that together for events and stuff like that. So if you're interested, just go and, check it out. Again, this is like the second coming of Genesis. So it's pretty cool.
Would you want to highlight the area that we would be giving away plots from first?
Yep. I mean, you can do that. Go for it.
So I believe it's within that first rail section, if I'm not mistaken, from each direction from spawn.
Like this here one that's shown on the bottom corner?
No, like from spawn, right?
Yeah, this is spawn.
Yeah, and then like one rail length in each direction, like one.
I see, the central square. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what we said, right? The central square.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple community plots in there, but I think whatever might not be built upon.
And I believe that there are some plots that are large that will be included in this. I'm not sure how big they are.
And I think the ones that are available will maximum might be 100 by 100. Let me look. But I think the bigger plots have all been delegated. But yeah, there's some like these ones here. These are 100 by 100s, I think. So they might be up for grabs too. I'm not entirely sure, Sam. Actually, you probably.
Yeah, I believe we said anything in there that isn't already given away or repurposed.
I woke up. I read. It took me longer to read the messages in our team channel this morning than I actually had sleep. It was like there was a lot going on, and it was like there's some pretty good discussions. I like it. I kind of sometimes I'm torn. Like 49% of me is like kind of like, oh man, like I slept, so I didn't get to like say what I wanted to say, and the other 49% of me is like, oh man, I slept, so like now I can just think what I want to think, and I don't have to convince anyone that I'm right, which is good. And that so there's 2% left over, and that's just because I suck at math. Corey.
Yep.
Let's give some shit away.
Yeah, I have been the whole time. It's been really fun. But Sam's got the freaking reins on this shit today.
Right.
All right. So what I have planned for this, for all of you who have stayed till the end, I wrote it down so that I don't mess it up. So we're gonna give away 50 shards to one person. So pretty cool, big deal, but you have to do a lot.
That's like a half. That's like a half a plot.
Yep.
That is only one person But anyone who does this will get a shot at it. So one lucky uplifter needs to go to their favorite place in the Uplift world, take a selfie at that place, and then tweet it, tag us, and say why it's your favorite place. And then also put your wham address. Pretty simple. We wanted to give a little bit more because it does involve, going into the metaverse and jumping out and posting
And it's a really good job that I'm not managing this, because like if you weren't near one of Jimmy D's places, you definitely would be in the running.
What? You trailed off there at the end.
You did kind of trail off. What's going on over here?
No. Exactly. Go to your favorite place.
Right. By the way, Mark, I just sent you. I just noticed your wax address was in there, so I sent that over to you. Sorry, I missed that till now. I think it was Mark that was saying they just need 70 more, or no, it was Rebel Joker, 70 more to go till 100. So that 50 would go a long way. Okay, so let me know if I got this right, Super Sam. So if the servers are back up, I think they were down a little bit. I'm sure when our devs went
only Genesis is down. So if you were in Genesis when you last left the game, you probably
you can't get in.
But if you were in another world, then you probably can.
Very good to know. Thank you. Okay, so anybody who hangs out in any of those other worlds, you can still take this. So you basically go to your favorite build. Could be anything, right? Go to your favorite build, take a selfie, and like I've seen some people just take pictures of it. Or should we like mandate? No, it has to be a selfie, right? And what do you do? You hit F5 a couple times, right? And that gives you like the camera focusing, so you can actually take a selfie, take your picture of you at this place, and then post it on Twitter, tag at the Uplift World, and put your wax address, obviously, and then you get that. So do you basically just post it on there, or is there any tweet that they should be putting it underneath, or just like anywhere?
Anywhere, just tag us. Make sure to tag us at the Uplift World.
Got it.
Yeah, and do your own tweets. That's great, because then I
think that makes sense. And you know what? Tag me too, just so I could see them. If you feel like it,
tag Corey.
I always watch the Uplift World tags anyway, but like I definitely want to see all those things, just because between that and reading everybody's gratitudes on all retweets on my goofy little uplifting post yesterday, it's just good shit for me selfishly. So thank you.
And I mean, while you're there, if you want, take 8 extra photos, and then send them to an Uplift tour bus article link that was posted above, and we'll put a post up for you there too.
Did you post that Uplift tour bus link?
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, you should totally do it again. Everyone should save it. What's the minimum? You want to take like 8-9 shots for one of those things?
Yeah, I mean, usually we like around 8 to 10 shots, but I mean, you can give more. I'll wean them down, but
apparently you're supposed to check DMs on Telegram too. There, Jimmy D.
Really?
Super Sam. When does this mission end?
That is a good question. I should pick a time.
Yeah.
I feel like we should maybe give people more than one day.
Okay.
For this, because they're hopping into the world, and it's Monday, and people might not see this until later. So I'm gonna say Wednesday at noon.
Damn, Wednesday at noon. All right, that's tight. So maybe what we could do.
We could extend it.
No. I think that tight, tight, not tight. Sorry, that's really cool. I'm just like using random words in place of good. Sorry.
No, that's a very Canadian. I think that might be Canadian. We say tight a lot.
Yeah,
Canada,
so it definitely helps Brian, who wasn't going to be able to do it till 5 tonight. So that's good. Maybe we could do this too, Super Sam. Could we collect the links for that? So I think like
collect links for
just for all the entrants in this. Let's just get a spreadsheet. And get people's links and wax addresses in there. Just I think it'd be really, really cool. Like if 10, 20 people, however many people actually do this, I think it'd be really, really cool to kind of have a list of those tweets, so we could, maybe do a blog post on it or something like that.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Okay. Awesome sauce.
Great.
Yeah, I'll help with that too, because especially if people are tagging me. Just add me to that spreadsheet, or I'll start it myself if you don't have time today, and we'll just collect them all up, make it cool.
Sounds good. I can start it after this.
Yeah. Hey, special hashtag shit. Like, maybe we should use a special hashtag. That makes it real simple.
Oh, you're right.
Makes it all searchable.
It does.
Right?
It
Okay.
would be unique to hashtag favorite place. That's simple enough.
Right? Should we include Uplift in there?
Hashtag Uplift World, hashtag favorite place. Because that's our main hashtag, I think, is Uplift World.
Okay. Can you search 2 hashtags at a time? Probably, right?
I don't know, but I think if you just search one, you'll see which ones have both of them.
That's true.
And both of them will show up if you search for one.
What about Uplift selfie spot?
I mean, selfies
cool.
are cool. Like, I mean,
Oh,
especially uplift selfies. I don't know, because like I think you should all go to.
Maybe we should just do.
I think you should all go to NEO's pyramid and see if you can find this.
Yeah, Chris, I don't mind that either.
That's
Oh,
good.
sweet Jesus.
I think Uplift selfie.
How old is this? This is like before the grave
God,
for sure.
why?
Wait, Corey, is that you? That doesn't look like you.
That's me.
Oh
That's
my
a young
God.
Corey Cottrell right there.
Oh my God.
That's good. I like
That's got to be, that's a good 10 or 11 years old. I am ancient.
Oh my goodness.
Sweet
That's,
monkey Jesus.
I don't know what is more time theme. You and your fashion, or the couch that you're sitting on.
Yeah, that couch was terrible. Like it was legitimately bad. All right, so G Kid likes Uplift selfie spot. I like Uplift favorite place too, but like Uplift selfie spot is kind of a tad more whimsical. How's everybody else feel about it?
We could do Uplift selfie if we wanted to extend it to anything. Like if we could use that in the future, unless we
That's
wanted
true.
to just be for this one.
No, I think because like searching them now, it's going to be, I think, pretty easy to kind of timestamp them, right? So like, if this was something that we did down the road, then we'd be sort of creating a body of work that was growing. I think that'd be really cool. So hashtag Uplift selfie feels like the way to go. Yeah,
I love it. And then make sure to do it by noon on Wednesday, noon EST.
Noon EST Wednesday.
EST.
Hashtag Uplift selfie. I'm just gonna write it down.
I have nothing to do with this. I'll let you guys discuss it out. Sam knows I'm like very OCD when it comes to like my
You
hashtags.
trailed off again.
Yeah, I'm really OCD when it comes to like my hashtags and stuff. She knows, just like I schooled her for 2 days. I'm like, she's like, what is happening? What are you doing? I'm like, use this. Just use these. These are the ones that I've already set up. These ones. Use them.
It didn't feel like that on my end.
That's what it felt like on my end. I mean,
whoa.
That's...
All right. So, man, now I gotta get in there. Damn it.
Gotta get an Uplift selfie.
I mean, I don't even know like how you're gonna do this, because they said favorite place, Corey. How can you choose between Uplifters Tower and the Cathedral?
I love that you said they said favorite place. We are they. We are they.
No,
Yeah.
How can you? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's, picking any favorite place. I mean, like a place that doesn't get enough attention. Have you seen Jen's Village in Old World?
Yeah,
Like,
the Unicorn Village is great.
it's
You
nuts.
should definitely go there.
It's like a village piece of art. It's completely insane.
Well, it's right next door to Russ's place too, which is really cool.
True.
Yeah, definitely Old World doesn't get enough attention.
Yeah, I mean it will someday, right? We're not in a hurry with Old World. It's just baking. It's still in the oven.
Right? Like that, like the Old World basically was the original kind of gratitude rail, right?
Good afternoon, Russ Galaxy from England. Sorry, I almost did a spit take on hashtag Uplift PG-13. Yeah,
PG-13.
Yeah, me pretending to be a rock star should be way out of bounds on PG-13. It's terrible.
Where you kind of look like you might have been 13 there. Were you 13?
I was a little older than 13, but not by a lot. Actually, by a lot.
I like it.
Yikes. Anyways, all right, you guys are too much fun. I think I actually have to jet though. Things are gonna start getting a little bit mental today.
So again, we'll be back tomorrow with Mockingbird Sparrow, Machine Bird Sparrow. We'll be talking about EOS and some other interesting things. He's an aviator, so that should be fun. He wants to. Well, he's been working on a few plots in the Uplift, but he's trying to put together an aviation museum, which is really cool as well. So I'll definitely come check that out. And then 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll be going through the white paper. So if you have any questions about the white paper or anything that you want us to review, feel free to drop them in the AMA. But we'll be dedicated at going through probably the first part of the white paper on Wednesday, and we'll see how far we get. We're not really sure how far we're going to make it through, but that's our plans. So, show up live, and if you have any questions live, we can maybe answer some. Other than that, go hang out in the Discord announcements channel and wait for shards of the century.
Keep an eye
Yes,
on
indeed.
Let's I don't know.
Holy crap. Mark said, have you seen my double bass drum set on Genesis? That'll be my selfie. The drum set is the size of a 50 by 50 plot. I have not seen that.
That's
wow.
That's crazy pants.
At first I thought they were talking about, there was like a really cool rock band build that we recently did like a giveaway with, where people like went and took a selfie. It was really cool, but it wasn't
right.
50 by 50.
Yeah. This is a big old drum kit.
Where is it? Do they want to put
the Mark, where is it? I think Mark said they were driving, so be safe, but he's still typing. So definitely when you do your selfie, add the location. We'll take a look.
So yeah, thanks for joining us all. We're gonna hit the road. Speaking of Old World, we'll leave you guys with this, and we'll see you all next time.
Super Sam. Oldie but a goldie.
Corey.
Yeah.
No, I was just responding to you.
Yeah, I need your email address. I set that sheet up while I was embarrassed and trying to pay attention or not pay attention that I was singing on our TV show. Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Sweet.
yeah, Mitzi already has her selfie post up there. So I made the sheet so we can keep track of all those things. Super adorbs.
Well, and if you do, drop the it in the comments. You got a couple minutes, and so everyone else can go out there and retweet it as well.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Oh wait, you can't drop links in the comments. Damn it!
I already did it. It's already done. I can't.
No, I mean other people. Send it to us, right? Well, anyway, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Sam, and I'll obviously come back whenever you want. We're gonna try to Corey and I. Maybe he doesn't even know this yet. We're gonna try to change things up a little bit on Mondays and have more of the team on. We've got some ideas, some bios coming out. We want you to know, the people who built the Uplift, the people who are going to be, working hard behind the scenes when we part out of the DAO on committees and things like that. So really come check us out. I mean, it's been a while. The one arm chop hasn't come out of the gates in a while, but I will give you one. This isn't just a fashion statement. There's actually a reason, but we'll go into that later. So yeah, we'll see you guys all on the next round.
Choppy chop.